Hello and welcome to another Hazard Tour video. I am doing Obsidia 2.0. I'm going to be using the flight mod, or the flight hack, or whatever you want to call it, just to kind of get around easier and faster. So if you're wondering why I'm moving faster and why I'm flying, that's because of that. So anyways, I decided instead of starting at the spawn point this time, I would start at one of the entrances to the city, what I kind of consider to be the main entrance to the city, because it's the one that leads right up to the Capitol building. So if you've watched the other video and you watch this one, you'll probably be able to tell a lot of differences in it. The people that have played on here before are already going to be able to tell a lot of differences just with me standing here. So anyways, here we go. What I've done is they had a bunch of big statues of their admins and different people set up. Some of these people I haven't seen before. I don't know who they are, but I've grabbed the statues and lined them up so when you come in to like the main entrance of the city here, you pass by all the statues as you're on your way to the Capitol building here. They had a lot of markets and stuff here in the courtyard. I kind of felt that it looked a little bit better, that when you're coming up to this road you actually get, you can see the whole building rather than having a bunch of stuff in the way. I just thought it was kind of a nicer vibe. This is one of the things that they actually kind of had in the way there, and I felt that it kind of suited in off to the side over here a little bit better. Reason being is I put a dock in over here. As you can see, it's kind of basically the same as the dock that was in Asteric. So I took the sub, used to be just floating up in the sky forever. I grabbed it and I put it in the water. Was gonna build like a structure around it, but I just didn't get around to it yet. There's still some other stuff I want to change here, but I'm kind of getting bored with doing stuff here. So I figured I'd go ahead and get this tour video out. So I got the boats. I didn't really change anything with this island because I thought it looked pretty cool as the way it was. So I just left that alone. I removed some buildings out of here, out of this little lake area. Let's go back around over here by the Capitol. I actually took the whole church and shifted it over a few slots to make the road better down in between here. And then I took this, what I originally thought was a hospital, because of that was actually a library when I walked in there and looked at it. I took that and I combined it with the building behind it and made the library bigger. This is actually like one of the only buildings I actually did anything on the inside of the building. And I just extended it because it was a pretty small library. I mean, there wasn't much in there. I redid some of the texturing on the building. I'm not a big fan of the brick look in there. And then I made myself a little vanity plate in the fountain there, as you can see. And then this was the top of another building. I felt that the bottom of the building was just kind of pointless, so I cut the top off. It was back over there. I cut the top off and I put it over here to make it look like a monument coming out of the backside of the Capitol here. Then I kind of finished. There wasn't really much. This is where all the statues were in the water, and then there was a ton of little ones. It was just all kinds of random madness. So I took all the statues, moved them over there. I just killed all the little statues. I just got rid of them. And then I converted this to sand to make it look like a man-made beach lake over here. Obviously man-made since it's a square lake. They had this over there, and I decided to move it over here because I just thought it would look cool, kind of draining down into the water. They had this little boat game thing over by that other little lake that I said I cleared, so I moved it over here. This was one of the houses over there. I just felt like it looked better as a beach house, so I moved it over here. And then I redid some of the landscaping through here. And then I opened this up and made a couple big mansion spots here, so a couple really big houses could be built. A lot of these houses I didn't remove any of them. All I did was change the texturing on them so it actually looked like a neighborhood over here, because every house was different, and it just, I don't know, to me it was just ugly. So what I did is I tried to kind of theme it. I went through and changed a lot of the texturing on the houses so they would all kind of fit into the same theme over here rather than just a bunch of random madness like it was. This is the only one that's not that way, but that's because, I don't know, it looked interesting, so I left it alone. And then some of them I just killed a lot and then added another story because that house was kind of short. It didn't really fit in with all these other really tall houses. It's basically all I did to that neighborhood, so that's just kind of a housing neighborhood over there, along with the mine. There's a couple mining areas. I wanted to try to make it like an industrial area. The mines are so deep and all the basements on all those houses were so deep that I really couldn't do anything with it. So I killed a few ugly houses up here, changed around the theme. I didn't get to this house, but I'll probably change something about that. Kind of changed this around to more of a wood log theme in this neighborhood. There are still some stone blocks, as you can see. I just think they kind of work well as edges. Actually, I don't think I changed anything about this house. I think it looked like that to begin with. So, and then I just, as you can see, I've opened up some of the lots and some of the areas. I moved this house over here because I felt it fit in better in this neighborhood, and changed a little bit about it. Again, it had brick on it. I don't really like brick. I added this fountain right here. This one was already there. I got rid of this factory because there was just a factory sitting in the middle of a housing neighborhood. I didn't really feel like it should be there. And then just opened up some of these lots. I tiered this all the way down. It was all grass, but I thought the grass was kind of boring, so I just made it into a huge waterfall fountain. Probably do something different with it later, but then I just cleaned up some of this stuff. There was like a portal, weird portal entrance thing here. This is the path from the starter town, so I think they were trying to do something with going through the dark portal and then coming back out and you're in the city here, but it was just really ugly, so I just killed it. Changed the texturing on this house. It's a public mine as well. This is where that big monument building was. I just killed the bottom half and took the top half and put it right there. And I was thinking I was just going to fill this whole valley in and just level it off, but what I was thinking, because I saw the way the lines are kind of going here, I was thinking I might build some kind of stadium in here. I'll just have to find a good design for one, or a stadium over here. Either spot I think would be decent for one, or even maybe both spots will have two different stadiums. So anyways, that's basically it. I wasn't planning on making a huge video or anything like that, so this is Obsidia 2.0. The people from the clan and the people that have seen the other video can leave comments or anything if you like it or whatnot. So I think what my next project will be, I don't think there's any other cities I want to correct, or my form of correct. Not to say that they were really wrong to begin with, but I think I'm going to just start my own city and just start building my own thing. So anyways, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, whatever. Thanks.